The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
First down, Arizona.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play fake. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Complete to Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll run it with Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll air the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On second down is Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and...
Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. 15. They'll try again with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
8 yards to go.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
It's fourth down.
.158 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So
what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Murray now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Andy Isabella.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Number 13.
Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 3 at the 35-yard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
The 39-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Gets this one to Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
We're back now in KC.
With the score.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On second and a long way to go. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's third down.
Now third down and long.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Chance to win this one now.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
For the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Mahomes pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Chiefs 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Murray off play action. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. And the Cardinals.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have, to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Simmons there defensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 30.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. To throw is Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw it. Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With the arms, spin move, and zones, go. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With the arms, spin move, and zones, go. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, as soon as I snap, headed the front, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my walk like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Spin form, spin move, and zones, go. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a spin form, spin move, and zones, go. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill,